Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we doing today? Hope we all had a good past 2 weeks. I apologize for not posting a video last week. Well, for one, I had a relapse with the knee, a swelling, and a bad reaction to meds, which I'm still fighting off. But our daughter spent 2 days in the hospital, and she was diagnosed with a very rare eye disease. Pressure in the back of the eye. So my wife basically has spent there, the amount of times. It was all testing. She's out, she feels fine, but now she has to go see a neurologist eye expert, which is like three in the state of Florida. So we're trying to get an appointment for her. But that's about it. I'm back on the meds again, so my tools are crying. So I feel good today, so basically let me show you what I've been trying to do and to add a little bit more variety to the channel. My wife and I are huge Forged in Fire fans, and I mean, we just sit and watch back episodes. We'll just keep watching them, and I've always was interested in knife making. So never did any forging. The most I ever did was heat up some steel and with a acetylene torch and bend it for the business. But I figured, let me start with what you can get from woodcrafters, like the Skinner knife, right? Buy it. It's pretty much already sharpened. You're going to put the scales on it. So because I felt good, I futzed around. I took some Coca-Cola. And I did the scales, I fitted them, I cut them, and now I'm grinding them down. And epoxy's a little gooey, but I'm trying my hand at it. And I basically bought this Tanto. I was going to do this Tanto, and I was going to do it as a video. I bought some of this Berbinga, really hard wood that never really used it. But as you can see, I started drawing the scales out on it. But I can't even see straight for the bandsaw. And I bought, actually this is a Skinner knife that I was going to see if my wife wanted to try it. They're pretty good. It's a Wood River, which is, I think, a woodcraft product. And it's not nice steel. It's hardened steel. And then we're going to do some olive wood scales. Figured it'd look pretty. And, maybe she'll try her hand in it. And then, let me just move this to the side, I purchased a piece of medium carbon steel. 3 inches by 3 feet by 3/16 inches thick. And I was actually going to draw a knife out on it and use my porta band. I got my, you see my grinder, I got my stand back, I mounted it on a piece of 3/4, got that all set. And I was going to try to form out a knife with a grinder and that grinder, and I bought different brushes and from Diablo, the grinding and polishing wheels. Yeah, I bought a couple of them, a bunch of Diablo cutoff wheels, which I find to be very good. They're a very good cutoff wheel, either for concrete or for metal. We use them all the time, and they last quite a good amount of time. And then I bought, and I know I've had a couple of, because I put it on Instagram, I've had a couple of inquiries. Let me just throw this over here. So I showed it on Instagram, and I've used it for that 1 week. I bought the Rikon 1x30 inch belt with the 5-inch disc, and as you can see, I cleaned it pretty good. I've been using this to grind the knife down with an aggressive 80 grit Carver Undum belt that I actually found in a hardware store. It's really not, you're not going to do steel, but you can do the brass. It ground it down, as you can see, it ground it down really good. I put a little lanyard, so it ground it down pretty good, and it does the wood perfectly. Went through 2 blades. It's a very, very good, very strong. I think it's third, yeah, it's 1/3 horsepower. 1/3 horsepower. It's got the tilting fence. It comes with this tiny little miter gauge. It comes with one belt, one belt, one disc. This tilts to a 45. It has a two-way exhaust for 2 different sizes for the vacuum, and it's got quite a bit of power. Has never bogged down. You can even take off this to do a top piece, which I find it to be a really nice feature. And it has not bogged down, even when I faced it this way, to grind down the pins. Now, like I said, they're brass pins. I bought some stainless steel pins too. I'm going to try it. Eventually, I'm going to get one of those grinders that for metal, the adjustable ones, and like a 2 horsepower. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see here. All right. The past couple of months, I've gotten quite a few comments and emails on some of my older build videos and my newer build videos on my Grex nailers. Now, I know when I first showed the Grex nailers on a video, I just basically said, hey, I picked this up. I've heard a lot about them. I see a lot of people using them. I inquired at Woodcraft where I bought them. He says they're the festool of nailers. I purchased them, and I've been using them. My brad nailer, I have now a year. My pin nailer is about 10 months old. So I want to show you and let you know how I feel about it. So let me just grab one thing, which I forgot to take off the shelf here, and we'll go through it. Okay, both of these are in Systainer 1s. Now, another question which I had was, what is the insert that I have? So, here's the pin nailer, and here is the brad nailer. The brad nailer is a 18500 GB. It's 18 gauge, and it'll do from 1/2 to 2-inch pins. Now, the insert, and I had to customize, it fits into a Systainer. Now, I have them in Systainer 1s. It'll fit into a Systainer 2, whatever, because it has the profile already on it. It's a Cadex. I purchased them from the Tool Nut, and I'll put all of the names and model numbers in the description below. But this one here, Grex makes quite a few different nailers, and this one, you know, this one for the price and for the sizes that I use, that's why I decided to purchase this. Did not know that you had different model numbers for this inserts, and as you could see, I just kind of used fast caps, Kaizen foam knife, and cut it out. But as you can see, you have storage for nails. There's an edge guard, oil, more nails, and it fits perfectly in. And I didn't have to alter it, so it fits right in a Systainer. The pin nailer is for the pin nailer. So we'll go through the other. There's my pin nailer, which is a P635, which is a 23 gauge, which does 3/8 to 1 3/8 pins. Now, I buy Grex pins. If you happen to have the nails and the pins from Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever, as long as they're 23 gauge and 18 gauge, they work perfectly at the size. They gave me a good deal on some nails to try them out, and they work great. They're galvanized. I use the galvanized nails. So, the one feature that I like about this Grex pin nailer is that there's the safety before you can pop the trigger. It comes with an Allen key for all of the screws, and it comes with replace nose guard, which is really like an anti-dimple guard. It has the exhaust in it. Now, let me show you what I grabbed. I oil all my air tools, 2 drops, and what I did is I went to like Hobby Lobby, and I picked up these little paint bottles. They probably hold like a shot glass, maybe a couple ounces. And I take the large can of air tool oil that I have and I fill it into this. And then when I use it, now I don't have to keep that big monster bottle. I just put it right over the thing, give it 1, give it 2 drops of oil, and now I have a nice little thing that I can leave here or up there where I keep my nailers. So, the feed system on this, very easy. Slide, and it's side fed with a recess. So you're not going to drop your pins when you flip it over. Now there is other companies that have this, but what I really like about this, also belt hook, what I really like about it is this position piece, and I'm going to show you it when I use the pin nailer. But basically it slides onto a groove, and I'll show you the end with the numbers on it, with the scale. So it basically slides on here with this groove, if I can get the groove in there. Now say you want it to be a 1/2 inch back from the wood. You then lock this thumb knob down, and now every shot is a 1/2 inch back. And the scale will go up, it goes to 3 1/4 inches, but 3 inches, it doesn't even work with 3 inches. It wobbles. 2 3/4 inches back, 2 1/2 inches back is perfect. So we're going to demonstrate that in a second. It does not fit in here. You do have to take it off, but it fits perfectly inside of the the case. So the nailers. Let me move this out of the way and grab. I'll show you the nails. All of their brad nails come in a cardboard box, 18 gauge galvanized brads. They give you the model number on it of what gun it's good for. There's 5,000 pieces per box. The pins come in these little plastic boxes, and they're 18 gauge. They have multiple sizes. I just keep 3/4 and 1 3/8 pins. And there's, I think, what is there in here? I think there's 10,000 pins and 8,000 pins. There's quite a bit of pins. But the glue holds together really good on them too. Here's some brad, but that, you know, there was a bit of trouble to break that. The glue holds together, so I've dropped a whole clip on the floor, and well, I mean, it's a rubber floor, but they don't break. So I like, and they're not that much more money than the regular Stanley or DeWalt or Bostic. So let's play with it a little bit. Get a little air hose down here. Okay. And they all come with a dust cover. I just took the pin one, broke off. I caught it, but it comes with a dust cover to cover your air chock. And this one has the swivel air chock. Oh, and you do not have to add an air chock. It comes with an air chock already installed on the tool. Let's see what I got in here. Again, side, and this one doesn't have the gate. This one, the pins just slide right in. But they all have this slide button, belt clip, 3 and 1 shot. I've always left it on 1 shot. Okay, I got some wood here. Oh. Very nice. I don't know if you can see, very little dimple, enough to fill. And then the pin nailer, and I have the guard on it. Now the pin nailer also has a swivel. Again, didn't have to install it. They come with the chuck already on it. So we have the edge guard, excuse me, the distance setter on. Let's flip this over. Now say we want to go back, now this is set at 1/2 inch. Yep, we can see it. There's a bunch of them. Look how straight that line is. Can we see it? Yes, we can. There you get the Christmas turkey. So now you can have your pins nice all the way up. If you're doing like a 1/4 inch piece back of a cabinet, pins can be or you know when you router out the back and you inlay the back of the cabinet, and now you have that little rabbet. Well, you want to get the nail in there. You just set it for your distance, and the nail is going to go right in. You put it right over, and the nail will go right in. So I think this was like a $19 option, but it was well worth it. It was well worth it. And as always with the Grex, they're all made in the United States. Parts are readily available. I mean, I need something. Woodcraft is where I purchased it. So if I need anything, but so far, I've had absolutely, positively no problem with it. I've had no misfires with it. I've had 2 points. I've had no jams, no jams whatsoever. So, oh, hold on. I got one more thing. I found these online, and I actually found them in a local hardware store. It's called CMT, the Orange Tool. I've been seeing people using these. They're a bit company. They make Sawzall blades, they make Forstner bits, they make hole saws, they make auger bits, they make self feeders, they make table saw blades, bandsaw blades, and they make instrument tools for like depth stops and angle gauges for your check the, you know, if you want to do 45 or 30 degree on your table saw, it's digital. Well, I got a local, kind of like mom and pop tool store in my area, and every now and then if I need some good drill bits or something, I'll go there. And he showed me the drill bits that he had. So I said, yeah, all right, let me, I'll grab a couple. They work great. But I noticed this set. All right, it's a 3/8 shank. It's a 16-piece set. It goes from 1/4 inch to 2 1/8. Check these out. Now I'm gonna give you the price, because when I looked online, you can get them a little cheaper, but the prices, and I'll tell you in a minute what I paid for it. But they are very well made and machined Forstner bits in this really nice case. This entire set, 16 pieces, was $98. So I have not used this set or any of the bits yet, but I have used their drill bit, and I have used their their diamond coated concrete hole saw to drill through like block. And I think the two sizes that I bought was 1 3/8 and 2 1/4, and it drilled through like it was butter. And I did 2 holes each. Use them on Milwaukee arbors. They fit Milwaukee arbors, and they were beautiful. So if their edge has anything with their bit and their hole saws, this thing should work great. So I'm going to give it a shot. Hopefully when I can use the tools, and I'll come back with a review on this. But I'll add the company to it and check them out. They make a very nice product. All right, YouTube. Well, again, I appreciate all of the subscribes and all of the comments. Keep them coming. I'll answer them. The emails, shoot me an email and I'll answer it, or send you dimensions and plans, whatever you want. If you want a Mike's Woodshop sticker, my email will be included below, and you can just shoot me your contact information, your mailing info, and we'll mail you out a sticker. Alrighty, you check out my other channel, the Rinnai guy. Been going very well with that, and my Instagram channel, which is my name, Michael Latronico. Again, everything down in the description below. Alright, YouTube, you all have a nice week and a happy Easter, and happy holiday, and I will see you on the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.